Welcome to the 4th edition of this year's Bronx Stampede. I'm Madison Loring.
And I'm Liam Jones. Spring is close to springing, Sheridan, if you discount the intermittent snowstorms.
We take the wins where we can get them.
Much like the well-understood weather of Wyoming, this issue of the Stampede spans through a variety of stories, including news, sports, and entertainment.
For years, Sheridan High School's juniors and seniors have been forging big brother and big sister relationships with young elementary students.
We covered the positive effects such bonds have with both the bigs and littles involved in the program.
Big Brothers and Big Sisters is the oldest professionally supported mentoring program in the United States. It started in 1904 with the goal that every child will have success and positive relationships in life.
I would say it's an opportunity to do volunteer work while building relationships with younger kids.
You're trying to make this person's life better and make them feel valuable and like they're a good person, and I think it's really important.
It helps them with kind of a little more security in their life. They have a constant person always around them.
You get an opportunity to give of yourself. You give an opportunity to maybe experience something through a little that you haven't experienced in your own life.
Well, you're able to make an impact on somebody and give them, or spend time with somebody and give them advice and be a role model for them that's not a teacher or a family member.
It's important that everybody can have special bonds, not just with people their own age, but younger people as well.
I developed a pretty good connection with my little, and I've learned a lot about how kids' social interactions work, and how the brain kind of develops in an emotional way throughout that. So it's been a really interesting learning experience for me.
Wyoming is a state proud of its gun ownership. However, should school staff be allowed to bring weapons into schools?
This is a question the Wyoming legislature recently took up in House Bill 194.
Skye Benzel and Patrick Keel found out how SHS students and staff feel about this issue.
In March of 2017, House Bill 194 was passed in the Wyoming State Legislature. This bill would permit staff and other employees of the district to carry concealed weapons on school property. Governor Matt Mead vetoed the bill, but clearly it was favored by many lawmakers. We spoke to students and staff about this controversial bill.
The whole idea of concealed weapons. I think there's a time, place, and manner for all those. I'm a huge gun advocate. I grew up hunting and fishing and doing all those things, so by no means am I anti-gun, but I am anti-guns in school.
Guns, they shouldn't be allowed to unless, even if public places, they shouldn't be allowed to. Even in schools, restaurants, even corporate buildings. That's just not even correctly accused. They should always just have someone with more experience with it.
I believe that if it would be necessary, in schools like Sheridan, it's not really necessary for teachers or any other staff to carry weapons besides the student resource officer. But in places like Southern California or Chicago, it would be more necessary for teachers.
I feel like that could be a dangerous thing, but it also kind of goes with our rights as being an American, because it's kind of our right to be able to possess what we want, but it also is kind of the right of the government to think about what we possess if it's a danger to everyone else.
How do you feel about teachers being able to bring their weapons to school?
Well, I don't know why you would need a weapon in school. There's a school cop if you need one. I don't think that anybody should have a concealed weapon in school.
If something happens and there's nothing else to protect the students, then they should have the right to be able to protect us.
I can't imagine a worse scenario than little Jules Kraft with a loaded weapon. Actually, no offense, but almost any of my colleagues, maybe except for Ward Cotton. Yeah, I can see him packing heat. Maybe Mike Clift.
Obviously the concealed carry permits have certain limitations to them and stuff, but also I think maybe some more background checks or something like that, where someone who's showed proper training with a pistol or something like that, who knows what to do in a situation like that.
How do you think this will improve the safety of our schools?
With guns, it won't, because even if we have guns here in this school, more people are more likely to get shot at and killed or even injured than pretty much even people without even guns.
Here, not really that much because there's not really a point, but in other places, I think it would improve safety a lot.
Heavens no. No. If you need me to be more clear about that, absolutely not.
Considering the possibility of teachers carrying weapons in the classroom, we can at least be grateful so many of our students can run.
Throughout our outdoor track season, Sheridan High School has seen an enormous turnout of high-placing athletes and great runners all together.
Let me hold the camera. All right. Are you recording this?
Yeah.
What is this for?
Broadcast.
It's a really technical event, so always just pounding through the technique. Just lots of throws.
Having an Olympian as a coach, we usually doing something pretty hard, so a lot of speed and speed endurance stuff.
By training, we pretty much just go over to the pit and practice every day. And also we work on really short sprints to try to get as fast as we can, as quick as we can.
I practice my vertical leap by doing squats and box jumps, and then I just jump on a mat. It's pretty easy.
There's no other really movements comparable to the shot or the discus, so it's really specific.
It's we don't have as many breaks in between, I guess.
You jump a lot.
Our event group is much more technical than everyone else's, probably the most technical since, you're bending a fiberglass pole and could possibly impale yourself.
What is your hardest workout?
We got 6 400s sometimes. It's never fun.
Jumping.
Probably on Mondays when we run up the hill on the side of the school. That sucks. I would say it's got to be one of the more difficult events. I mean, all the field events are pretty difficult, but it's just about mindset and taking it down.
8 and 400 are like somewhere near the top, like second and third up there.
It's literally just jumping.
It takes a lot of time. It's a big learning curve, so I think that it's probably right towards the middle. It's definitely not as physically strenuous as distance or mid-distance, but it's definitely very technical.
Great job, trackleads.
Soccer season is well underway. We spoke to members of the team to discuss their goals and the obstacles they face on their way to a state title.
We have a very talented team, and we knew that going into the season that we had skilled players who have played soccer for a long time. We also knew we had a lot of seniors graduate last year, and we're looking to fill in a lot of spots.
We've had a lot of our current seniors step up, and we've had a lot of even younger kids like Corbin and Garrett Kuhn step up.
He started out last year 8th grader playing 8th grade soccer, and this year he's went from JV and now he's up to varsity level, and he's just been excelling.
Sometimes we struggle on communication in the game, and I think in the team we have like a couple cliques, little groups of people, and it makes it tougher to play as a team, So that would be the biggest obstacle, is just unity, but we'll overcome that.
The struggle with any team or any group of people is how do you get them to play together, how do you get them to work together, especially when they're maybe not friends outside of practice or outside of school. And for the most part, I think we have a good team of people who like each other, who get along with each other. I mean, they may not be hanging out outside, all of them, but we've done things as a team to try and encourage that camaraderie, that teamwork, that friendship, that we know that we're struggling together. Our motto this year is to fight together, that through our effort and through our willingness to work, we help each other and ourselves individually get better.
I just want to make the state tournament, and for the last 3 years we've got 3rd place, and I'm kind of getting tired of that.
I would love for this team to have that type of success. But for me, my personal goal would be that they play better together, that they look good together as they move the ball around, that they are better now, not only as soccer players, but as people, than they were at the beginning of the season.
Wow, I sure got a kick out of that story. Of the eventful activities Sheridan High School hosts, the Fall Musical does well in attracting students and teachers alike as actors, dancers, and singers, or audience members.
This year, our high school put on Bye Bye Birdie, a classic retelling of Elvis Presley being drafted at the peak of his career, but with new character names and enticing plot.
Take a look at Peyton and Addison, giving you the rundown of the performance.
I just really enjoy spending time with everybody who's in the production and making a great production in the end. There's a lot of scenes that I really enjoy, but pretty much spending time with everybody I really enjoy most.
The most stressful moment of the musical for me is probably a lack of sleep. That's more of a personal thing. If you're talking about, as far as the whole cast, I guess just running everything every single day gets pretty tiring for everybody, but at the end it all pays off. So.
First day of rehearsal, we have our read-through, so we sit in a huge circle on the stage and we do our read-through of the script, and we listen to some of the more popular musical selections in it. And then after that, she'll just select certain scenes, and we'll start from the beginning of Act 1, Scene 1, and we'll work through the music, the scenes, so blocking scenes, working on some of the songs with Mrs. Zukowski, blocking with Marva. We do dancing. If we have tap, we have to have extra tap rehearsals. And so once we get some scenes figured out and worked out, we add the music to the scenes after that. And then after we add the music, we start putting scenes together and doing the blocking with them completely and running through multiple scenes at once. And then after that, you just get to run in the whole show and then the whole acts, and then it just kind of comes together.
Congrats to all of the performers, especially Quentin Brooks, who, unlike Elvis, has not yet died on the toilet.
With prom right around the corner, the time has come for people to reflect on past proms. In this story, Bobby Culver and Peyton Koltiska question some of our favorite teachers about their prom experiences in their high school years, for investigative purposes.
Really? We just wanted to see which teachers were the losers in high school.
Did you guys end up going to prom?
Good God, no. I mean, no.
Yeah, I went my junior and senior year and had a good time.
Never.
And why is that?
Too poor.
Any other reasons?
No girlfriend.
Why don't you go with a friend?
I didn't even have friends.
No, but thanks for bringing up painful memories, Bobby.
My proms, I didn't really have a girlfriend, and so I just went with friends.
My dad offered me a new set of golf clubs if I didn't go to prom, and I took the golf clubs.
So tell me a little bit about your mom's golf clubs.
Sometimes she runs off with them and kind of disappears in the middle of the night. And then me and my dad won't usually see her until the morning.
Did you enjoy your golf clubs?
I had them up until about 6 years ago.
Was it worth it?
Every moment of it, yes.
Yeah, my friends had a suit for me and a car ride and a meal and got me a date and the whole works, and I just wasn't feeling it. So I went home, probably went to bed at 9 o'clock, with my cup of sleepy time tea, and that was it. That was my prom night.
Well, the dancing's a little bit different, and the music's a little bit different.
I think the dancing is a little closer than it was when I was there.
You wouldn't have made that close of contact when I was in school. You would have been asked to leave.
I mean, people aren't as worried about dancing in couples, although people do, but groups of people dance, and it just sounds a lot freer and a lot more fun, and to be perfectly honest.
I'd assume that it has a little bit, although I think it's, still probably a 1950s throwback as a anti-communist propaganda machine, I'm assuming.
So, since we know that prom is an anti-communist propaganda machine and that Tyson Emborg did not attend prom, the only logical conclusion that we can believe is Tyson Emborg is a communist.
What are you talking about?
So what do you have to say about the people that accuse Mr. Emborg of being a communist?
They're definitely right. The way he teaches, I've seen him around town in the non-school setting. He is 100% communist.
Get involved in everything it offers too. If they've got bowling or something going on afterwards, go get involved in it. That's what makes it fun.
Just have fun.
And enjoy it. It's a great activity and have fun, but be safe.
Don't drink and drive.
And just enjoy it, you know? That's what I would do.
Okay.
Clearly, the high school versions of our teachers and their prom experiences give us as students a new insight as to who our teachers are as people.
I still think they're losers.
Many of us only know our peers from passing by them in the hallway or by what we hear spoken about them.
In this piece, Shelby Cruz and Jenna Fredrickson attempt to delve into the home life of a student in order to let Sheridan's own get to know him better.
Hey SHS, welcome to my crib. Come on around back and I'll show you what's up. Watch out, it got a little messy. Watch your step. This is my old school Tim right here. Well, right here I got some charcoal lighter fluid. As you can see, it was burnt down. It wasn't me. Swear to God. Oh, Consuela, go. Go. I told you not to be in here. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Consuela put it in here. It's one of her gizmos. This is my basketball court. There's really no actual basketball hoop, but we improvise. Swish. I keep my raccoons in here. See?
What are their names?
Frederick and Peter. Peter! Freddy! You don't want to come out right now.
Are they shy?
Huh?
Are they shy?
Yeah. Why is this out of the house, Consuela? This is the difference between me and you. I get money. This is my 2019 Bugatti Benz. Can you demonstrate how to use this properly?
It's broken. It's fixed.
We like to stick fireworks in there and sometimes just right into Consuela's bedroom. It's fun. Good fun. Thanks, SHS, for coming to my crib. Have a good day.
Thank you, Sheridan High School, again, for joining us today for the Bronx Stampede,
where journalists continue to bring you fake news, alternative facts, and stretch what we can legally call news.